Okay, so we just did stumbling escape, right? Yes, stumbling escape. Now we're doing spined nuisances. Superpowered spine devils appear at random and attack the party. Great. Okay, and I have a response to my sport ticket. Okay, but none of my champs are restricted here, so yay. Yay. I'm all in. Get all our speed functionality on. Boost the quick damage. Add the gold find. Add our Chroma DPS. And our Kira support. Alright. Yeah, right now the temp-based thing is just keeping me calmer. Although at the moment, because I'm leveling up, it's in the red zone. Well, the red color. When I'm looking at the temperatures, I'm more relaxed seeing a red color because that's just mid 70s, mid to high 70s. Not as bad as I almost maybe want it set it the color higher so that it's like when it's bad instead of panicking me when it's really not. It's okay. It's okay at the moment. Rated for 12 fans and or RGB. So 12 hookups is what I'm hearing. I don't know how many. I don't know how many strips I got. So hold on. Let me pull up. Everybody leveled up. Okay, everybody's leveled up. All right, cool off now. Cool it. Cool it, man. Where's my IQ? This one shows 6 fans, 2 LED hookup. Well, here, let me just drop this in because this should be the visual for the one that I have. No, that's the new. That's a newer. That's a different one. I don't have that one. I have the one I just linked. The one you can see mine right there. That's what mine looks like, 100%. Because that's what it looks when I. Yeah, that should be. Hold on, I got a picture of it. I got a worse picture of it. Let me double check. Yeah, I have an actual picture, and it's that one. It's the one I put in chat. They only have one temperature thing hooked up. Okay. Because I would think you would have the CPU temperature in there. Where's the radiators submit a temperature? Do they even have a temperature? There's only 5 fans hooked up out of 6. I can see that now. They just didn't bother hooking up a 6. And then the LEDs are kind of blocked from my vision. Taylor passed that Chihira thing along to the team. Yay! That's all I need. All I need, just a bug report. Hey, Belswin. I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, well, how about if I decide to upgrade, why don't I just rip that thing out? Not rip it out, but you know what I mean. And replace it with the new modern stuff that does a whole different thing. Hey, we've completed 100 variants. I'll take that gold chest, even though that's our reward for 100 is 1 gold chest. Sure, I'll still take it. And of course, there's no speed potions in it. Jerks. Just wanted speed potions. But at least we have all our speed champions available here. That's going to be much nicer. So this will put us at 42 when we're done with it. We'll be 3 away. Which should be Eldaroon Madness, Dreams of Beholders, and Brigandaires Comes to Call. That's a 200, a 225, and another 225. That's what we're trying to get done today. Reward for 500 is also 1 gold chest. Wonderful. That's max 6, and they can control 6 more off the RGB LED hub add-on. But that's 6 separate, right? Like, they'd all have their own separate controls. I don't care about that. Which is why I was thinking about those splitters, because all I care about is having there's 2 sets of 3 fans on the radiators. What I care about is having those radiators set as radiators so that the fans are cooling the fluid under control of the system instead of just constantly blowing, and I don't know if they're keeping the fluid at the right temperature. Do you understand? So if I can take 3 splitters and turn that into 6 fans controlled by 3 fan slots, would that break everything? Or would that function? Is what I'm wondering. Like, am I overloading it that way? Because I don't mind, like, even if that's all that's hooked. Well, I guess I could just no, because I can't. One of those fans is in that hookup, in that setup, is the pump, and it's set to pump. But then there's settings for radiators, and right now I just have the radiators. The radiators. Well, 3 of the fans that are hooked up there are individually the top radiator, and if I set it to radiator, they turn off. Because the other 3 radiator fans are constantly blowing because they're just run by the BIOS. They don't know they're radiator fans. They don't know what they're supposed to be triggered by. Yeah. Decided to clear, split the party because I can't progress past areas 700 in the minute. Thanks, Red. You're welcome. Yeah, whenever Frighten, whenever you're whenever you have a split the party available, do it. You can do it. And you want the Modron cores from it. That should be kind of the first thing you work towards. Try to get Split the Party 1 and Split the Party 2 done. Split the Party 2 is the kind of the big one. It gets you the fast core, which is it's a solid pushing core, but it also has speed effects to help you finish stuff faster. I've got it right here. It's only level 2 though. Modest is 5, but the fast core is my priority. But yeah, leveling up your Modron cores is another path to lots of power. Yeah, basically I'd have two of the hookups would then read as, well, three of them. Yeah, three of them would read as radiator then. And one would be pump. So that'd be four, and I'd have two more that, I mean, honestly, I don't even care. I don't even care if they're hooked up because it would be the three fans on the front and the one fan in the back, and those could be off the BIOS. I feel like I don't know if those have to be IQ. Oh, using the guy at the moment too. Thanks. You're welcome, Blue Cat Dev. Two directed and parts from my weekly loaded chest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have an updated. I haven't done. So I just updated the Split the Party 1 and the guide for Split the Party with both with updates for both 1 and 2, based off of this account. When I get to Split the Party 3, I will write out a guide. I never did one before, but I will then write out a guide for how to do Split the Party 3, like a walkthrough, addendum at the bottom. I never did Split the Party 3 on this on a new account. I always stopped before that point. So you want a temperature? So Ian, Sam, I mean, I feel like that's what I have to find out. Is I feel like they should have a hookup. This is why I'm saying that they didn't hook my computer up. They didn't build my computer right. Ugh. So now I have to kind of redo it. I would need to rewire it so that the radiator, if there is a temperature sensor on the radiators, and I feel like there should be, that they're hooked up to IQ as well. Because if they're not, then it's pointless. Then they'll never turn on. I would need to check all of that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, I would want. Ideally, you have the pump set as a pump, so it knows that it's a pump and it's doing stuff. And this is the problem with my computer. They never set it that way. My computer never knew it had a pump. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. And then you would have the fans that are connected to the radiators set as radiator fans and triggered to keep the coolant at a specific temperature at all times, is my understanding. And then your other fans exist to just make sure that the general heat is being, you got air coming in and air going out for the rest of the computer, keeping the rest of the computer cool. But my CPU and my GPU are both liquid cooled. They're both liquid cooled, so they need. I want to make sure that their thing should be set up through this other system. Ideally, these are PWM ports. The splitters not supported. Really? Because they sell splitters. Hold on. Where can I find that again quickly? Hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe they're for one of their other things. Nope. HydroX Series 2-way PWM fan splitter cables, 3-pack. So to hear that, oh no, they don't support that. I mean, really? Because it's right here. It's right here. Not supported off the controllers? Yes. Okay. Whatever. So I got to do something else then if we do that. Yeah, frightened. This has been an ongoing topic of conversation in my stream last week because we had some issues. found horrible things happen. But I had this one built because I got a lot of money from basically from winning a contest, thanks to all of my Twitch chat a while back. So, and the easiest thing for me to do was to submit a build that I would have like a place built. This is an Origin computer, and so I just did it that way because it was the easiest at the time. But I wish at the time I had just stopped. Really, just wish I'd stopped when I got it, and then just gone over everything myself. I should have, and I didn't. I was like, hey, I spent so much on this. They did everything right, I'm sure. Otherwise, yeah. What PWM is nice. I don't know all these shortenings, abbreviations. I appreciate that. I do not want to custom make, but I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. So yeah, I just, this is, like I said, the first thing. Once this stuff arrives, so I can flush the cooling system and refill it. This will be step one of me taking back my computer and making it mine, and making sure it's, it's going to last hopefully a lot longer. Hopefully a lot more time. Because that's what I usually try to do, is get a computer that's going to last a long time. Yeah, we'll see. So this is just step one. Step one just needs to be like flush and fill, and then see where we stand. And then I can start like wish listing, like what do I want? What do I want to change? How do I want to make this better? Yeah. Hercwork, the thing is, I don't even know if that computer's going to work. This is why I didn't want to send them this is why I didn't want to, when they were like, well, you can ship your computer to us and we'll cover everything. I'm like, what I think all they were going to do was flush and fill as a start. Who knows what they might have done afterwards. See, they didn't answer me. I'm like, if this is all you were going to do, then I'll do it myself. And they didn't respond to that. They didn't respond to that. So I get that I need to sit down and clean out that other computer and then test it. And I think when I'm doing the flush and fill with this, I will probably also clean that one out and see if it can start up. But man, it's 2 years. 2 years of no software updates. I mean, the first thing it's going to do is scream at me that it needs software updates. So yeah, right. And that's what I used to do. I used to just build on my own, and they used to be really big cases with lots of airflow. I loved it when I could get a case that would have a fan that was like this big and just slow moving, just pushing walls of air. Yeah. When I get these both, when I get this one cleaned out, I'll try to remember to snap a picture of the inside. That was the last one I built myself. Wait, is it? Oh, now I'm not sure if it is. I don't think it's the last one I built myself. I think I had that one built too. Now that I think about it. But I think that one might have been my iBuyPower one. Because I did an iBuyPower computer once, again, because GPU prices were so ridiculous. It was the cheapest way. Yeah. I've had some incredibly silent computers. I remember I had one that I built that the case was literally designed to be super silent. And it almost had like sound deadening stuff inside. And yeah, I'd fire that up and you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear a little bit of air, just air moving, but not like you couldn't really hear the fans. You could kind of tell that there was something there. Yeah, I don't think I would have a problem. Like if I were to build my own computer, I would probably do one of those all-in-one loops. That seems very plug and play nowadays. If I had it to do over, would I have picked a non-liquid cooled PC? No. No. If I had it to do all over again, I would have done this. I would have done pretty much this same thing, except I would have made sure that that I got like an extra hub or something to make sure I could control all the fans off the Commander Pro. And then when it got here, I would have made sure that everything was hooked up right from the beginning, because I think that's just the big problem. Is that it just wasn't all hooked up and set right, and it wasn't set up right. Not a fan of the new March system. I don't like. You're not a fan of Events 2.0, or is that what you mean? Like the new way you do events? What is it? Is it just that the all-in-one thing gives out after 5 to 7 years, or the whole computer gives out after 5 to 7 years? Okay. Yeah. No, I could see that. Yeah, absolutely. I could see that. Yeah, I feel it's there's less to fail, right? There's less opportunities for failure in an air cooled system. Absolutely. I guess ultimately it's like, what are you really getting out of it? And for me, what I really wanted was to make sure that if I was spending a lot of money on one of these modern GPUs, which now it's a where's my GPU? NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti Founders Edition. If I was spending the money on that, at the time, what people were talking about was that, oh, they burn out. They get too hot and they burn out because the default cooling stuff just isn't. They didn't design it well enough. So I was like, so I made sure I got the the liquid cool version. Yeah, because that was my big fear. Before that, wasn't worried, but for those specifically, that was the stuff I was reading off the reviews, and I was like, well, I can alter it. I can hopefully overcome that by making sure it stays cool with a liquid cool version. $4090s melt their connectors? What? Yeah, I was just looking at if I were to buy a new Origin PC, which isn't happening anytime soon. Because this one runs perfectly fine. Once I get this problem dealt with, it should run perfectly fine. It shouldn't need anything. Yeah, it's basically 4090s, 4080s, 4090s. Those are the ones that's the card you'd be getting as the equivalent upgrade now. I have not looked into any of that at all. At all. All I knew is it would end up being about the same amount now because of progress. Everything's the newest stuff sits at about the same price point. Also, I totally missed it like 25 minutes ago. We got an in-game pop-up. Hello, everybody. We've been talking about computer stuff and running through Waterdeep on our way to get old Coria. On our way to get old Coria. Hundreds a month? What? That seems relevant. Ugh. What are we up to? 20,000 gems. 2/3 of the way to Armor Juniper now, folks. Ooh. I think I've been fighting that sneeze for like 2 hours. I mean, Loopy, but I don't know all the things that government programs, because there's lots of different governments. I mean, I haven't gone through all those lists to see. Maybe there is something in there. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. Ultimately, that's regulation, and to push as many regulations as possible. That's a big one. That's a big one that would make lots of companies unhappy. I'm down for it, but I don't know. Progress, perfection is a great place to direct yourself towards, but progress is progress. Just keep making progress. Oh no, Ravenous. Whoops. It's melted ours. Wow. That picture's ugly. The key thing here is it's not stated whether newer cases are based on the newer or older standard, though. So this doesn't tell us if the new updated version one actually fixed the problem or not. And these were aftermarket adapters, it sounds like. Can't tell. This isn't written as clearly as I would like. Woof. Oof. Okay, we're in an ad break. I'm going to be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, and we finished completed. We completed Spine Nuisances.